Hello and welcome back to the Sub Club here on the Sports Money Network. I am Subhuman Gaucho, coming at you with some midweek action in these European competitions. Starting off with the big one here, we have a Champions League match. Interesting draw here. We have the top two teams in the German Bundesliga going at it for the first round of this round of 16. So this is a two-legged draw here, meaning come Wednesday, we will see Leverkusen travel over to Bayern for one leg, followed by a trip to Leverkusen next Tuesday to conclude this draw. So the winner will go ahead on aggregate, or if we have to, we will see a penalty shootout. But digging into this one a little bit here. Now, Bayern are certainly the regular standard bearers in the Bundesliga. Last year, Leverkusen was able to wrest the title from them. But prior to that, Bayern had the title for 11 straight years. Quite a while they were holding on to the trophy there. This year, Bayern are back to being number one in the Bundesliga. They're in a pretty comfortable position, 8 points ahead of Leverkusen. And Leverkusen, meanwhile, sitting in second, they're 9 points ahead of third place. So there's quite a gulf in the league between these two top teams. And the big difference really when it comes down to their league play anyway has been draws. Each team just has one loss, but Leverkusen has come in with 8 draws to just 4 for Bayern. So that's really been the difference in that 8-point gap between number 1 and 2. But on the whole, pretty good campaign for both teams. Just one loss over nearly 25 games. Pretty nice. Now, for me, I think those draws kind of tell the story. Leverkusen maybe lets off the gas a little bit against teams that they're better than. They're obviously very hard to beat. As I said, just one loss in the league. Pretty nice. Bayern are really good at playing the flat track bully. If they've got an advantage, they're the sort of team that will go out there and beat you and put up 4 or 5 or 6 goals. Obviously, both very, very good offenses, as you'd expect out of a lot of these German squads. But, in the end, I don't think Bayern has looked all that good when they have these step-ups in competition. They have lost 3 of their 4 Champions League road matches this year. And that was enough to put them out of the top 8. So they did have to play some extra matches against Celtic just to get this knockout stage. While Leverkusen, much better Champions League campaign. I think they had, one game where they got beat up very early in the year by Liverpool. But I think outside of that, they've looked a very solid team. They had a loss in there to Atletico Madrid. No real shame there. One of the harder teams to break down. So for me, I think the big edge here is coaching. This is Vincent Kompany's first year at the helm for Bayern, taking over for Tuchel. And, obviously a good season. As I said, number 1 in the league. They have gotten this far in the Champions League, but I think he is a real step down from Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso has done phenomenal, as I said, champions last year in the Bundesliga. Made it to a Europa final last year, and Xabi Alonso has really had Bayern's number. 6 games Xabi Alonso has faced Bayern while at the helm. He's won 3 and drawn 2. So while we've got Bayern coming in as a favorite in this leg and in the two-legged tie, that I think is off in my opinion. Yeah, Bayern, they've traditionally been the better club. They are the richer club. They, no shortage of talent, certainly no shortage of attacking talent. But Xabi Alonso is, to me, the better coach. He is a sort of tactical mastermind. And I don't think that Bayern's going to beat him in either of these legs. So you have to ask how Bayern's going to win. Well, I don't think they do. To me, this first leg really screams a draw. Like I said, Xabi Alonso, 6 matches he has faced Bayern. He's won 3 and drawn 3. I think this one is a draw. I think both teams will be a little nervous to start out. I think we get a bit of a cagey start. I like first half and full-time draw in this first leg, but the bet that I really like, Leverkusen to advance in this two-leg fixture here, set of fixtures. So plus 145. I mean, that seems way, way off to me. I probably will dabble in those draws in this first leg before they head back to Leverkusen for the second. But I think when that 90 minutes is up at Bayer Arena next week, I think Leverkusen is moving on, and Bayern is going to have to settle for that Bundesliga trophy because it's going to be Leverkusen going on to pursue the Champions League trophy in this one. Give me Leverkusen here. Leverkusen to advance plus 145, I think, is a big bargain. And if we can get just a draw out of this first fixture, it's going to look like an even bigger bargain next week as they head home. All right. We will have some more action for you this week coming up shortly. In the meantime, do check into pre-gaming tonight. We'll see you morning steam in the mornings here on the Sports Money Network. Best of luck to everybody this week. We'll talk soon.